Yo guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my very first video I'm filming today. And today we're going to be jumping straight into the Premier League season. So we're going to be going over my 25-26 Premier League predictions. Honestly, I feel like my champions to 5th is pretty solid, and I think those teams will be in there. Like, depending on obviously their spot, that could change, but I think I got that down pretty well. Now, my 6th to about 17th is a complete toss-up. I feel like whoever I put at 17th could possibly get 8th. I feel like whoever I put at 6th could possibly be 13th. Honestly, with the way last season went with Man United and Tottenham, I just don't know anymore. My relegation teams have changed over the last few days because I feel like there's some signings that have moved, and just some genuine research about some of these managers and looking over their past few seasons when they have been in the Premier League. I feel like certain things, they just make sense to me, you know? So starting with 20th, no disrespect to any Leeds fans out there, but Daniel Farker just doesn't make sense to me in the Premier League. I feel like he's a very good championship manager and he can do it in the championship, but the Premier League is a different animal. He's seen it before and it didn't go well. So I just think he's going to get 20th. I don't think players like Nanto are going to be able to dominate how they were in the championship. I think they've made some pretty big, like physically big signings, so they may be able to outmuscle some teams and maybe just hold a low block and get a set piece. You never know. So, but I do think they're going to get relegated. I don't think they're going to perform very well this season, and I think Daniel Farker might be the first manager to get sacked this season. In 19th place, I think it's Wolves' time, man. I think Wolves are going to go down this year. The losses of Mateus Cunha and Ait Nouri are just too big of gaps to fill. Mateus Cunha did so much for them. Ait Nouri was such an attacking wing back, and now that he's at City, I don't know. I just don't see them performing very well this year. For my 18th spot, I think Burnley's going down. It sucks because I do enjoy watching Burnley play, but I just don't think they have the firepower. I know they got Kyle Walker, and it's great for the Premier League. It's great for his career. He's lost. I wouldn't say he lost his pace fully, but it's just I feel like he can't hang in the Premier League as well as he used to be able. He's still a Premier League legend. Let's not get that twisted, but I just don't think he can hang anymore, and for that reason, I feel like their team is just not well balanced. 17th place, man. I think Brentford is going to be 17th. I think losing Thomas Frank is massive. I believe their new manager is Keith Andrews. He was under Thomas Frank the whole time, so it could be a really smooth transition. But if they lose Vissa along with Mboma, who's already gone, I just don't see it working. Yeah, I don't see them performing very, very well, especially if they lose Vissa. So I'm gonna go with Brentford for 17th. 16th place, I think Sunderland. I think Sunderland's made some really, really good and monumental for their club, especially signings. I think Granit Xhaka is an amazing signing for Sunderland. So I do think they're going to perform pretty well, and I'm pretty sure their first few fixtures are promising for a team of that stature. You know, anything can happen in the Premier League. Anybody can beat anybody on any given day. So, you know, it doesn't necessarily, but at least they don't have like City, Chelsea, Arsenal back to back to back. They're going to do pretty well this year, I think. Now for 15th place. 15th place. Dude, I feel like this is so difficult this year. I think West Ham. Yeah, I think West Ham in 15th. Look, I like West Ham. I like watching them play. I just don't think. I think Jared Bowen is a great player. Wan-Bissaka is pretty good. They have a few players that are really, really good in their team. I think they have just such a weak midfield for the Premier League. I just don't think it doesn't have enough manpower. I feel like it's just not strong enough. So I feel like for that reason, they're going to be in 15th. My 14th place pick. Oh, I think Everton. Everton are going to be 14th. I know they got the new stadium. Jack Grealish is an amazing signing for both club and for the player himself. I think Jack Grealish has needed a new refresh, especially in a World Cup year. I think he's going to do really well for them. And this season, he could literally become a cult hero at Everton. He could literally change his career. I just feel like at City, he hasn't been as prominent as he would like to be. So I'm hoping this year for Jack Grealish, because I do like watching him play at his highest level. And I hope that he really balls out this year, but I think they're going to get 14. Oh, did I do this right? 20th, 19th, or sorry, 20th, 19th, 18th, 17th, 16th, 15th, 14th. Yeah. Okay, so 13th. I think Bournemouth will get 13th. I think Bournemouth has lost. Dean Huijsen, I feel like, is a massive loss. I don't think they're going to be able to fill that hole. Kepa's not there anymore, but they did sign Petrovic. Yeah, I think Bournemouth in 13th is a good one. 12th. Dang, man, this is just, it's really difficult, honestly. I'm going to check my notes because I know I did this in notes. I need to know who I put at 12th in the beginning. Okay, so it is exactly who I was thinking of. Fulham in 12th. Look, genuinely, I do like watching Fulham play, and I do think they're a really solid Premier League club. I love Iwobi. I think Iwobi is such a baller. But I don't know if the Arsenal rejects can do it. I want them to break into that 6th, 7th spot, but I don't have the faith that they really can. So I think I'm gonna go with Fulham at 12th. 11th, I think, is gonna be Villa. I feel like losing Jalen Ramsey. It's not Jalen Ramsey. Am I tripping? Dude, Jalen Ramsey's a football player. What am I? Oh, dude. Jacob Ramsey. I know what I'm talking about, man. I'm so in NFL mode right now. Losing Jacob Ramsey. I'm so sorry. Losing Jacob Ramsey, I just feel like it's a massive loss. And Ollie Watkins is pushing. Obviously, I think Ollie Watkins is still going to give you goals. Absolutely. But I wouldn't say he's unhappy there, but he just doesn't want to be there anymore. I think he wants a new step, and he might still get a new challenge. Premier League transfer window hasn't closed yet. So genuinely, I'm not too sure about Aston Villa, because I feel like Villa could also get 5th. Or 6th, excuse me. But I don't see it. I don't see it this year. For 11th, yeah, I'm gonna go Villa for 11th. Now for 10th, Nottingham Forest. I think them losing Alanga is massive. I don't think Chris Wood's going to perform as well as he did last year. Morgan Gibbs-White somehow managed to not leave the club. Yeah, honestly, I don't see it with Forest. I know they did really, really well last year, especially for the circumstances. They were extremely good, but yeah, I just don't see it. I feel like they'll get 10th, maybe 9th, but I just don't see it. Newcastle. Dude, what a horror show they have had this year. Absolute horror show. They've been rejected by almost everybody. Like, if you're a Newcastle fan, I genuinely feel sorry. It's been rough. It's been so rough. So I mean, hopefully they can figure it out this year. But the loss of Isak, he said he's never gonna kick a ball for that club. Just not. I hope he doesn't get the Liverpool move, because I don't know. I feel like the way he's playing it, the moves he's made to not play, and the fans were so highly on him to just do this to the club. I feel like it's just so grimy. So Hope he doesn't get the move and he just has to sit out, waste his time. But it's also, on the other hand, I do want to see him ball out because I do like watching him play. I just don't like the way he's gone about it. So yeah, I think Newcastle is going to get 9th. 8th, I'm going to go with Crystal Palace, man. After watching that Community Shield and the way they finished last season, Glasner's a great manager. I think as long as they don't lose Eze, I think they're going to be really, really solid this year. We've seen Mark Gay, he's a fantastic center back. I think Munoz is a great fullback. Mateta is unreal. I think he's brilliant. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why he hasn't moved to a different club. No offense to Crystal Palace fans, by the way. It's just, I feel like he belongs in the Champions League. I just feel like it'd be so sweet to see him in the Champions League. So yeah, I think Crystal Palace is going to get 8th. Now 7th. I think Brighton's going to get 7th. I think Brighton is almost bridging that gap. It just sucks. They lose their feeder club. They lose their players every single year because they develop such great young talent. But yeah, I do think they're gonna get 7th this year. This is where I feel like it's a toss-up between these clubs. I feel like they could all interchange. I think Tottenham is gonna get 6th. I just believe in Thomas Frank. I feel like he's gonna change that defensive pressure, and he's so defensively solid that I just think they're going to be way better this year. Obviously, losing Ange sucks because he won them their trophy, but his high line and his tactics just don't work in the Premier League, not that well. So I think they're going to get 6th this year, and I think Mohamed Kudus is a huge signing. I think if they get Savinho, they're going to be really good this year. 5th, I think United's going to get 5th. I know they got 15th last year, but dude, the signings they've made have been unreal. What happened to being broke? They're just not broke at all. The signings they've made have been absolutely unreal. I think Sesko is. I'm so excited to watch Sesko play. So excited. I think he's so good in the Premier League. In Buemo, amazing signing. Mateus Cunha, man. The only thing I feel like is kind of risky with them is their back line. I think Lenny Yoro is so sick, but I just don't know if I have faith in their back line staying completely healthy. And then obviously they have Onana in goal, and I don't know. I feel like him playing less games per week is definitely going to make his focus a little bit better, but I just don't trust that guy at all. 4th, got to go with my club here, Chelsea. I think we've made a lot of good signings. I just think that with having Champions League football, it could hinder us a little bit. Also, we could get some injuries throughout the year, but luckily we do have this year. I feel like the signings we've made are not just players to just have. You know, I feel like we genuinely have made smart strategic signings, and we have 2 players in almost every single position. Losing Levi Colwill is a massive hit. Levi Colwill, this could have been his breakout year. But honestly, the only place I don't trust is our defense, and I don't think we're going to sign another defender before the window closes. So for that reason, I'm going to put us 4th. No, I think we could get 3rd. I'm going to put us 4th. No, I'm going to back us. I think City get 4th, Chelsea get 3rd. I think City's made a lot of signings. If they make Rodrigo happen, I think they could push us. They could push for 2nd, honestly. But the signings they have made, I think Reinders is a brilliant player. Aït-Nouri's a great player. I just feel like their right back situation doesn't make very much sense to me, and they haven't signed another like top tier defender since. Man, when was the last time they signed a good defender? Kusanov, I mean, I just haven't seen it with him. I don't know if I do see it. He's been really good in preseason, which is cool, but I just don't see it with City. I think they need to sign another class defender. Their backline's absolutely crying out for it. Ruben Diaz would love to have another partner, I feel like, back there. Ederson, is he in? Is he out? Like, I genuinely don't know with this guy. It's like he wants to move every other week. There's clubs coming for him, so we'll see what happens with that. Now, second place in the Premier League. I think it's going to be Liverpool. I think Liverpool's attack is outstanding, incredible. Like, I don't think you can beat that attack. The only team I feel like is better than them is Arsenal. Now, hear me out. I think if you had Arsenal's defense with Liverpool's attack, it'd be a perfect team. Perfect team. It'd be insane. Imagine Saliba, Gabriel. But I just think Arsenal's going to do it this year. I think having that striker is going to be massive. I think Gyökeres is going to ball out. The signing that doesn't make sense to me with Arsenal is Madueke. I don't. Thank you for signing him, but it just doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me, especially when Rodrigo was available. Why not go for Rodrigo? And you guys already missed out on Kvar, so it's like, I feel like not going for Kvaratskhelia, not going for Rodrigo, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, you're just gonna let your rivals, one of your rivals, City, just take Rodrigo. Like, go for him. Go for it. If you guys want to win, go for it. But yeah, I think Arsenal's gonna win it this year. I just don't think Liverpool has enough solidity in defense this year to do it. I think with Kirkez and Frimpong bombing up the field a lot of the time, and don't get me wrong, they have great recovery pace, obviously, but I just feel like Arsenal's so strong defensively that they're going to be able to concede less goals this year. So yeah, I think Arsenal's going to be the champions this year. I think Liverpool may be Champions League winners. They could be close, but I guess we got to see. We're definitely going to review this mid-season, and we're definitely going to review this at the end of the year on my YouTube channel as well. So if you guys liked the video, go ahead and drop a like and a subscribe. Peace.